from Rockcut channel, pouring a steady stream of the Word of God to fill our cities. And today, I wanted to talk about the love of God. Are you in love with God? Because when the love of God is shed abroad in your heart, then there is no doubt that you are with Him always. And He is with you always. You know who you are. I know who I am. I know who you are. I know who I am. And the I am lives in you. And Valentine's Day is coming up. Is the love of the Lord the first thing on your mind? Because we were brought up in a different way. We had to learn to find the way, the truth, and the life. So, if you have let someone steal your heart, the wrong guy, the wrong girl, get back on track with the love of God. It is the best way to live your life. It is the only way to heal your life. To be one with the Father is to have it all. And if God is a fictional person to you, then you have some work to do on your relationship. He is so living and active in your life. And as people grow in church, you could be, any denomination and not listening. You could be in a church for 12 years, 20 years, and still not have listened. We have a lot of good writers who talk about their journey. And there's one, Bruce Wilkinson. He has these little books, and they are adorable, and they are jam-packed with so much good testimony. He actually explains about how he really didn't have the best relationship with God. He was going through the motions, but he had an epiphany. He was growing, and he wrote about it, and it's a blessing to us. One of his books is Prayer of Jabez, and I believe he's got like 4 small books just like that one, and they're all advertised in the back of each book, the books he writes. A Life God Rewards, that was a really good one too. I would definitely recommend these books. So if you're still doubting God, if you're still doubting things in your life and you have no direction, grab a book. They're really not that expensive. Sometimes you can buy things online with free shipping, and they are very cheap. You could find some of these books in the dollar store sometimes. I have. Or garage sales. Every time I see one of Bruce's books, I buy it. Because it's usually 99 cents. I'm like, I gotta pick up this book. Because a lot of times I give my books away. And then I find another one and pick it up and read it again. It's always great to read a good testimony. I was thinking about my relationship with the Lord as I was writing the book I wrote. And I was torn between the titles I wanted it to have. One of the titles was You Never Know. And then the other title was an American girl, kind of like a diary of an American girl. I was trying not to be graphic. I was very discreet in things. But you know what? It was just the truth about how we fall for every guy, or how every man falls for every girl and winds up hurt. So it was just the journey of all her relationships, and I was including every woman in this book. Every situation that you read about in my book was not necessarily me. It's all women who fall for the wrong guy constantly. And then it turns out her spirit girl inside of her was always trying to tell her to do the right thing. And then when she starts to, she meets up with the Lord and makes him the man in her life. I was really proud of that book. A lot of people don't really like, the older generation doesn't like to read stuff like that. It's just the truth. And it wasn't anything really graphic, because I don't write graphic and I don't read graphic. I don't read all that smut stuff and I can't even talk smut. It's just not me. I cannot do it because the Lord in me doesn't want to do it. So very often we have Christians who are living in the gray area. They're still doing things the way that the Lord would not do them. And so it's very hard to pair up with someone who thinks exactly the way you do. Right now, I probably know one, possibly two men who would wait until they're married to have sex. That's it. One or two Christian men. The others just, want to have sex first. And that's it. But that's not the way God intended things to be. And we really need to buckle down and do the right thing. And then you never know what's going to happen next. Because the impossible becomes possible. Have a great day, everyone.